So now let's see what is insulin resistance. So as I have explained to you, when we have adequate insulin level in our body, then all the glucose molecules should enter the cell, and if we check at blood sugar level, it should be within normal limits. But when we have adequate or more insulin level in the blood, but still its effect is not seen, that means still we have extra sugar in our blood, then it is known as insulin resistance. So now why does this insulin resistance develop in our body? Let us see this next. So as I mentioned to you, if we look at our lifestyle, that we are eating every 3 or 4 hourly in a day. That means 7 o'clock we had our breakfast, then 10 o'clock we are having something to eat, then 1 o'clock we are having lunch, then 4 o'clock we are having some snack, 7 o'clock also we are having some snack, and 9:30 or 10 o'clock we are having dinner. Sometimes while watching television at 11:30 also somebody may be eating some wafers or chips or something like that. So we are eating 5 to 6 times in a day. Now each time this food comes into the intestine, insulin has to come out to metabolize whatever we have eaten. So now from each time whatever we have eaten, glucose is released. And this glucose has to be put in our cells and it has to be stored. But now suppose if the cells are already full to their fullest capacity and there is now no place into the cells to accommodate this extra glucose or extra fat, then what happens? So this is what happens, that if this extra glucose or extra fat is stored into our fat cells, now it results into overweight. So when I say again overweight, you look at the cells, that normal cells are of this size, and when we are overweight, our fat cell size increases, and say we are obese, we are very fat, then the fat cells not only increase in the size but they increase in the numbers also. So in the next slide, if you see that once our cells are enlarged to their fullest capacity, then because they are enlarged so much, the insulin receptor site, as you can see here, which was so sharp, has become now flattened, and in the medical terminology it is known as malfunctioning of the insulin receptor site. So now because the receptor site is malfunctioning, though we have insulin, but it cannot fit into that receptor site because that lock and key mechanism is now damaged. So though we have insulin, it cannot open the glucose channels and the glucose cannot enter the cells, and that is how we have accumulation of the glucose in our blood. Only one insulin molecule was enough for putting 4 or 5 glucose molecules into the cell. In this insulin resistance, though we have 5 or 6 insulin molecules, but still glucose cannot enter the cell. And this is what insulin resistance is. And if you look at the latest hypothesis for insulin resistance, they say it is an overflow hypothesis, that the cells are full with glucose or fat. Now they cannot accommodate any more sugar or fat, and still there is lot of triglycerides or glucose molecules into the blood, but now we have insulin resistance and no more fat or glucose can be accommodated into the cell. So when we have insulin resistance, we have more of glucose and more of triglyceride in the blood circulation. And if we look from outside, then we say that we have obesity. That is, our waist circumference is more, our weight is more, and our body mass index is also more. So this is the correlation of obesity to a high blood sugar and high triglyceride level.